Hi, good day everyone. My name is John Paul ALGARME, and today I'm going to discuss about the model of the universe. That's interesting, right? So now, let's begin the simple observation. If you were to go outside tonight and look at the night sky, you observe the stars, planet and the moon, and during the day, the sun as well moving together across the sky. This motion is known apparent daily motion. Apparent daily motion is simply when celestial objects, including stars, planet, the moon, and the sun, appear to move across the sky each day. This is nothing new. People have been observing this thousands of years. It was until about 2500 years ago when astronomer, philosopher, and mathematician began to formulate a model for the universe based on this observation of apparent daily motion. Eudoxus of Cnidus, one of the best mathematicians and astronomers of the Plato era. Eudoxus of Cnidus, around 400 BC, devised the system of concentric spheres and gave the first systematic explanation of the movements of the sun, the moon, and the planets, emphasizing once again the ancient Greek insistent in the spherical perfection. Aristotle, Aristotle somehow patterned his model to the model of Eudoxus. Aristotle's model of showed that the universe was spherical and finite. Just like Eudoxus, he perceived Earth was at the center of the universe and was stationary. He believed so because Earth is too big to move, thus it could not rotate. Aristotle believed that the Earth was composed of four elements: earth, water, air, and fire. Take note, both models of Eudoxus and Aristotle were considered geocentric. This means that both astronomers believed that Earth was at the center of the universe. Ptolemaic model. A Greek astronomer, Claudius Ptolemy, altered Aristotle's model. He advocated the Ptolemaic system, where Earth lies stationary at the center of the celestial sphere. In his system, each planet is supposed to travel around the Earth in loops while the orbits of the Sun and Moon are circular. In his model, the Sun was thought to move around the Earth once a day, while the Moon was much slower than the Sun. Aristarchus. Aristarchus, 230 BCE, was a Greek astronomer who made the first attempt to create a heliocentric model, which places the Sun at the center of the universe. He proposed that the Sun and the fixed stars were at rest, while the Earth revolved around the Sun in a circular path. The only work of Aristarchus that survived was entitled On the Sizes and Distances of the Sun and the Moon. In this book, Aristarchus calculated the sizes of the Sun and the Moon and their distances from Earth by estimating the relative angles of the Moon and the Sun from the Earth. He had three assumptions. Earth was spherical. It is far from the Sun. Moon passes through Earth's shadows when they align. Claudius Ptolemaeus. In this model, it is assumed that the Earth was at the center of the universe, while the other celestial bodies revolve around the Earth in perfect circles with constant velocity. Ptolemy models was considered more refined than the previous geocentric models because his model could explain the motion of the celestial bodies accurately. Ptolemy 178 AD assumed that the planets revolve on spicicles, small spheres, which move around the different large sphere. He added that the stars belong to the celestial sphere, which was located beyond the planetary spheres. The center of the deferent is called the eccentric. What Ptolemy did next was to move Earth from its original position to a position below the center of the system that is still inside the deferent. Nicolaus Copernicus. During the 16th century, Copernicus, Apollo's astronomers, received the heliocentric model of Aristarchus. He was afraid of condemnation because of this. It took him a long time to publish his work. His work were only published a year deaths. Before his deaths. Copernicus strongly believed in the heliocentric model because there were loopholes in the Ptolemaic model in the terms of predicting the position of the planets. Heavenly bodies exhibit constant circular and perpetual motion along their cycles. The sun was at the center of the universe. The order of the planets from the sun is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Moon. Mars, Venus, Saturn, and beyond the planets were the fixed stars. Tycho Brahe. Tycho Brahe, 1546-1601, was a Danish astronomer who also made planetary observation unlike Copernicus. Brahe believed in a geocentric universe, but his idea of the geocentric universe is slightly different from Ptolemy's. In Brahe's model of the universe, called the Tychonic system, Earth was the center and the sun and the moon revolved around it. And all the other planets orbited the sun. Such as model was a type of the geoheliocentric system. Both Nicolaus Copernicus and Ptolemy had different cosmological models regarding the structure of the universe. Let's start with Aristotle, though, since Ptolemy's model was based on Aristotle's ideas. In 340 BC, Aristotle proposed that the Earth is round due to his evidence regarding the shadows of the moon being round when it falls on the Earth and others. But he always maintained that the Earth was stationary in the center in the sun and the stars revolve around it. There is also the band of fixed infinite stars beyond Saturn. It wasn't made very clear what lay beyond the band of infinite stars. And what's more, is that it was reasonably accurate in predicting the position of the heavenly bodies, but there was an issue with this model. The model started to look quite complicated because of the epicycles, circles that roll around other circles, that were introduced. For the prediction to happen without any difficulty in this model, at times it had to be assumed that the moon sometimes came twice as close to the Earth that done at other times, but the model was nevertheless accepted since it left enough room for heaven and hell beyond the spheres of infinite stars. Then came Nicolaus Copernicus, who proposed a simpler model, the Copernican heliocentric model. It positioned the sun, the middle, and made the Earth of the 8 planets revolving around the sun. The sun was motionless in this model. This model shows semblance to the model every kindergarten kid knows today, but it had circular paths instead of elliptical ones. Nevertheless, it was a stepping stone to the generally accepted belief and extremely appreciable on the part of Copernicus. It was only a century after that this model was accepted. that's all about the model of the universe. Thank you.